I celebrate myself and I sing myself, and what I assume you shall assume, for every atom belonging to me as good belongs to you. My tongue, every atom of my blood, formed from this soil, this air, born here of parents, born here from parents the same and their parents the same, I, in perfect health, begin, hoping to cease not till death. I've heard what the talkers were talking, the talk of the beginning and the end, but I do not talk of the beginning or the end. There was never any more inception than there is now, nor any more youth or age than there is now, and there will never be any more perfection than there is now, nor any more heaven or hell than there is now. Urge and urge and urge, always the procreant urge of the world. Out of the dimness, opposites equal advance, always substance and increase, always sex, always a knit of identity, always distinction, always a breed of life. In all people I see myself, none more and not one a barleycorn less, and the good or bad I say of myself, I say of them. I know I am solid and sound. To me, the converging objects of the universe perpetually flow. All are written to me, and I must get what the writing means. I know I am august. I do not trouble my spirit to vindicate itself or be misunderstood. I see that the elementary laws never apologize. No sentimentalist, no stander above men and women or apart from them, no more modest than immodest. Whoever degrades another degrades me, and whatever is done or said returns at last to me. I speak the password primeval. I give the sign of democracy. By God, I will accept nothing which all cannot have their counterpart of on the same terms. That I walk up my stoop, I pause to consider if it really be. A morning glory at my window satisfies me more than the metaphysics of books. To behold the daybreak, the little light fades, the immense and diaphanous shadows, the air tastes good to my palate. Dazzling and tremendous, how quick the sunrise would kill me if I could not now and always send sunrise out of me. My voice goes after which my eyes cannot reach. With the twirl of my tongue, I encompass worlds and volumes of worlds. I believe a leaf of grass is no less than the journey work of the stars, and the running blackberry would adorn the parlors of heaven, and the narrowest hinge in my hand puts to scorn all machinery, and the cow crunching with depressed head surpasses any statue, and a mouse is miracle enough to stagger sextillions of infidels. I think I could turn and live with animals. They are so placid and self-contained. I stand and look at them long and long. They do not sweat and whine about their condition. They do not lie awake in the dark and weep for their sins. Not one is dissatisfied. Not one is demented with the mania of owning things. Not one kneels to another, nor to his kind that lived thousands of years ago. Not one is respectable or unhappy over the whole earth. I understand the large hearts of heroes, the courage of present times and all times, how the skipper saw the crowded and rudderless wreck of the steamship and death chasing it up and down the storm, how he knuckled tight and gave not back an inch and was faithful of knights. Downhearted doubters, dull and excluded, frivolous, sullen, moping, angry, affected, disheartened, atheistical. I know every one of you. I know the sea of torment, doubt, despair, and unbelief. Be at peace, bloody flukes of doubters and sullen mopers. I take my place among you as much as among any. The past is the push of you, me, all precisely the same. And what is yet untried and afterward is for you, me, all precisely the same. I do not know what is untried, but I know it will in turn prove sufficient and cannot fail. It is time to explain myself. Let us stand up. What is known, I strip away. I launch all men and women forward with me into the unknown. The clock indicates the moment, but what does eternity indicate? I keep no account with lamentation. I am an acme of things accomplished, and I an encloser of things to be. Rise after rise bow the phantoms behind me. Afar down I see the huge first nothing, and I know I was even there. Immense have been the preparations for me. Faithful and friendly the arms that have helped me. Cycles ferried my cradle, rowing and rowing like cheerful boatmen. For room to me, stars kept aside in their own rings. They sent influences to look out to what was to hold me. Before I was born, out of my mother, generations guided me. My embryo has never been torpid, nothing could overlay it. All forces have been steadily employed to complete and delight me. Now on this spot I stand with my robust soul. I tramp a perpetual journey. Come listen all, my signs are a rainproof coat, good shoes, and a staff cut from the woods. No friend of mine takes his ease in my chair. I have no chair, no church, no philosophy. But each man and each woman of you I lead upon a knoll, my left hand hooking you around the waist, my right hand pointing to landscapes of continents and the public road. Not I, not anyone else can travel that road for you. You must travel it for yourself. It is not far. It is within reach. Perhaps you have been on it since you were born and did not know. Perhaps it is everywhere, on water and on land. Shoulder your duds, son, and I will mine, and let us hasten forth. Wonderful cities and free nations we shall fetch as we go. If you tire, give me both burdens and rest the chuff of your hand on my hip, and in due time you shall repay the same service to me. For after we start, we never lie by again. Long enough have you dreamed contemptible dreams. Now I wash the gum from your eyes. You must habit yourself to the dazzle of the light and of every moment of your life. Long have you timidly waited, holding a plank by the shore. Now I will you to be a bold swimmer, to jump off in the midst of the sea. Rise again, nod to me, shout, and laughingly dash with your hair. Why should I wish to see God better than this day? I see something of God each hour of the 24 and each moment. In the faces of men and women I see God, and in my own face in the glass. I find letters from God dropped in the street, and every one of them is signed by God's name. And I leave them where they are, for I know that wherever I go, others will punctually come forever and ever. The spotted hawk swoops by and accuses me. He complains of my gab and my loitering. I too am not a bit tamed. I too am untranslatable. I sound my barbaric yawp over the roofs of the world. The last scud of day holds back for me. It flings my likeness after the rest, and true as any on the shadowed wilds, it coaxes me to the vapor and the dusk. I depart as air. I shake my white locks at the runaway sun. I effuse my flesh in eddies and drift it in lacy jags. I bequeath myself to the dirt to grow from the grass I love. If you want me again, look under your boot soles. You will hardly know who I am or what I mean, but I shall be good health to you, nevertheless, and filter and fiber your blood. Failing to fetch me at first, keep in courage. Missing me one place, search another. I stop somewhere, waiting for you. Thank you, Patti Maxine.